There are a broad range of audio effects available today in even the simplest of audio apps. From flangers to phase shifters and delay effects to distortion, our options are becoming just about unlimited. But what are some of these effects and filters, and why would I use one on my audio? Questions we'll explore this week on AudioBuzz. Audio effects are very similar to video effects in many ways. If you know how to use them, then they're usually applied tastefully and kept to a minimum. Too many effects and your message gets lost in a garbled array of digital noise. Your sound becomes more about the effect than the actual content. Part of the process of using effects is knowing what they are and what they'll do. Let's start with a few common ones that you're sure to come across as you dig deeper into your app. Some of the most recognizable audio effects are actually based on a manipulation of time. These would include flange, chorus, delay, and the ever-popular reverb. A flange effect is a type of phasing in which two identical sounds are mixed together while the second one is delayed by a varying small amount of time between 1 and 10 milliseconds.
I'm your father. I'm your father.
You can get a more intense effect by feeding some of this output back to the input, which creates more resonance. Generally, this effect will produce a frequency sweeping and would typically be useful for making something sound unnatural or otherworldly. If you had two vocalists singing the exact same lines in unison,
"Oh, sleep in heavenly peace,"
there would undoubtedly be variations between the two. This is exactly what a chorus effect simulates with any audio signal. It mixes the original signal with a delayed copy while varying the pitch of the copy slightly.
"Oh, sleep in heavenly peace."
Chorus uses a longer delay than flange, around 20 to 30 milliseconds, and there's no feedback loop. Chorus can be used to thicken up a sound such as a vocal or an acoustic guitar. Delay, or echo, simply plays back a sound a specified number of times after a specific amount of time has passed.
Hello? Hello?
You might hear an echo naturally if you yell into a canyon and hear your voice bouncing back to you a second later. You can create a delay in your NLE by simply making a copy of a sound, placing it on another track, sliding it out in time where you want the echo, and lowering the volume a few decibels. This way you can place your echoes exactly at specific cut points in your edit without having to experiment with time settings or mathematical calculations that might be required by a plugin.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Delay can be used to emphasize a point or give the illusion of being in a large deserted area, like a warehouse or a canyon. One effect that has a lot of power if used correctly is reverb. A subtle amount of the correct reverb can really enhance a scene. Too much, and all is lost. The easiest way to conceptualize different flavors of reverb is to listen for it in various places. Singing in the shower produces a different reverb than singing in a gymnasium.
"Oh, sleep in heavenly peace."
Reverb is made up of many early reflections that arrive at our ears in a short period of time, making it difficult to distinguish individual echoes. In a large enclosed area, late reflections will continue after the sound source stops and will decay at various rates over time. Reverb presets are generally set up to simulate various environments and are usually given names like living room, packed cinema, or concert hall. If you're new to designing audio spaces, presets are a good place to start. One way to add realism to a scene is to take clues from how the audio would sound in the real world and use effects to help achieve this. For example, when you have your talent in a shot where they're on the phone with someone and have a radio playing off in the distance, you want the sound coming from each source to sound as they would in reality. For the phone voice, a simple EQ might just do the trick.
All of our representatives are currently assisting other callers.
Roll off everything below 1200 Hz and everything above 2400 Hz at an 18 decibel per octave slope. This sound now approaches the limited bandwidth sound of a typical telephone receiver.
All of our representatives are currently assisting other callers. One of our representatives will assist you shortly.
Now what about the radio playing in the room? It's a similar operation. How would it sound? Limit the bandwidth by rolling off some of the highs and lows. Pan the sound more toward where you see the radio or where you want to simulate where the radio might be in the room, and then add a little reverb that matches the description of the room. Simple, but effective.
All of our representatives are currently assisting other callers. One of our representatives will assist you shortly.
Whether you're editing an alien action sequence or an intimate drama, adding the right effects to your audio can help complete the picture. Just remember to use restraint. A good effect doesn't have to take center stage to be effective. Thanks for watching AudioBuzz. See you next time.